welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new, welcome. If you're already existing subscriber, welcome back. So today I am back with a tutorial, and it's going to be a fabric pumpkin tutorial. We are fast approaching my favourite time of the year. I absolutely love autumn / winter. It's just my favourite months. I love autumn, I love Halloween, I love Christmas. So I'm starting to think about how I'm going to decorate my room. I'm actually decorating at the moment, that's why everything's so messy. But I'm about to start making things for autumn to decorate the house. I've already picked up a couple of things. Firstly, I went to TK Maxx and they had their Halloween section already up and running. So I picked up this. It was actually green when I got it, and I think the top was brown, and I just give it a quick spray in the garden, and I've done it silver. It's a light up one. I don't know if you can see, you can't actually see the little light inside. So I just sprayed the leaves and the top white and sprayed the actual pumpkin silver. I also picked this one up from a car boot sale, and this is stone, and this was just white, and I sprayed it with like a stone sort of spray effect paint. And I'm going to do the top silver. I've also just made this one. This is what I'm going to be showing you how I make today. I've just made this, so I'm going with sort of colours that match my lounge, which are like creams, whites, stony colours, and I've got silver accessories, so that's why I'm going along this sort of line. So I've just made this little velvet one, as I've got a velvet sofa, and it was just a bit of scrap fabric I had. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to make it. I made a little stalk out of pipe cleaner. So I'll literally show you, I'm going to show you step by step how to make it and how easy it is. It's a really fun craft that you can do with the kids, as the kids are still off school, and it's just nice something to do as the weekends approach and it's raining and miserable weather. It's just something to occupy the kids. Doesn't cost very much, and I just think when they're all grouped together it looks really quite effective. Like I say, all this mess is going to be for my new lounge when I'm decorating it, so I just thought I would group some pumpkins together, maybe put them in some sort of basket or something like that, but I'll show you how I'm going to style them later on. So let's get started. So I'll show you each step of the way and how easy it is. I'll start by telling you what you need. You need a pair of scissors. In fact, I'll tilt the camera down so you can see. A pair of scissors. I use a large needle with a big eye, and I use a smaller needle. I'm using some fishing twine out of my husband's fishing collection and some string from Poundland. So basically you don't need a lot of stuff. You need some fabric of your choice. I chose to go, like I said, all the creams and whites, so I've cut out a circle using a dinner plate. So I've done one in that colour. Like I say, that'll match really nicely with the crushed velvet, and I've chose to do a white one. So I've got to show you this as well, which I picked up today, and that is just a little pumpkin which I picked up from B&M Bargains. They've also got their Halloween section out. I've got to tell you as well, I think that was £6.99 and this one was £1.50, and I just think it's really cute. I love all the little sparklies on it. So I'm going to show you what to do. So the first step is you get your circle of fabric, and you're just going to do like a running stitch. I'm going to turn the camera further down so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So basically I'm just doing a little running stitch in and out, quite wide gaps in between, until I've actually made the circle, and then you gather it together. Just pull that through, so you've got like a little pouch like that. So I'm going to tie that off, and then you need to start filling it. I'm basically using an old cushion, and I'm just taking the stuffing out and pulling little bits out at a time and stuffing it in. I'll pull a large amount out. You want it quite well filled so that you get that sort of pouchy effect. So I'm going to continue by just stuffing this in, filling it right around the sides, and you'll see it's starting to take shape. So I'll just quickly do that, and then I'll show you the next step. Right, so I've tied it all off, and as you can see, I had an incoming call there, so I got really distracted. Sorry about that. So I've tied it all off. This is going to be the top of the pumpkin, and the bottom is nicely sealed. It's quite pouchy. I've cut 4 bits of string to the same length, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it into like quarters. So I'm going to start from the top, put one across, and tie it at the bottom, pulling it tight so you get roughly about halfway across, pull it tight so you get kind of that effect. So I'm going to tie that off. I'll just quickly do it. Just tie a knot in the bottom, you're not going to see the bottom, and then I'm going to go across the other way with my other bit of string, again roughly halfway across to get that sort of hot cross bun effect. So I'll go across there, tying it, and then I'll do it again into quarters. Yeah. And then I'll take another bit of string and I'll go across it on the diagonal. So maybe like that. Again, tying at the bottom. You can kind of play with it when you're finished and get them into right place. But for now, just for quickness, I'm going to just quickly tie them off and show you what I'm going to end up with. And that one maybe there. It's fiddly on the bottom, but you can tidy it up at the end. Right, so I'm just going to cut. I'm now going to thread the large needle with the large eye with some fishing twine, and I'm just going to go in from the bottom straight through, and I'm going to go over all of the string and over the other side, and then push down. Again, I'm going to go in again and over the string at the top. And down the other side, and then I'm going to pull it down at the bottom, if you can see what I'm doing. Right, and then if I pull it tight, it's going to make that sort of effect on the top, like a bun effect. So I'm going to tie that off. And obviously with using the fishing twine, you can pull really tight and it's not going to snap. But like I say, you could use thread and just do it double. Right, now I'll just cut that off. And it's not massively messy underneath, but so that is the top. So now I'm going to make a little stalk. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to use a pipe cleaner. I fold it into 4, fold it in half again, and maybe even again, yeah. So I'll fold that into 8, and then I'm just going to cover it. I'll use my hot glue gun to stick it at the bottom there, and then I'm just going to wrap it around until I make like a little rustic stalk. It would be better if I had sort of a brown twine. Actually, I might use green on this one. So I've got some green twine here. In my little craft selection. So I'm just going to start wrapping it around, and then I'll just stick it in place with my hot glue gun, and I'll be able to maybe bend it into any shape I want. So I'll carry on wrapping that, until we're done. It doesn't have to be neat. It's supposed to be quite rustic and messy. Right, I want to go over the top of the pipe cleaner because I don't want to see any of the felt. So I'll just go around that way. And then around that way again. Just to cover it all over. Right, I'm going to heat my glue gun up and then I'll show you. I've just wrapped the green twine around and around the pipe cleaner, and now I'm just going to hot glue it into position. You could have it straight, or I think I'll have mine with a little bend on it, which you can do because obviously you've used the pipe cleaner. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of hot glue into the hole and hold it down until it sets. My phone just went flat there as I was showing you the end of the white one. I've now gone ahead and made the cream one. I've also decided to go with the little green stalk for that one. I made it a little wider at the bottom, so I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm just going to put some glue in the centre and hold it in place until it sets, and maybe turn, ow, burnt my finger there. And I'll just hold it until it actually sets in place. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Sets in place, and there I have my little pumpkin collection that's going to match my living room perfectly, as I've used all the right colours. So yeah, so it's so easy to do. It's definitely something I recommend. It's really nice to do with the children. A nice little project to keep them busy, and I think it looks really effective. I'm now going to style them on my sideboard. I'll not put them out as yet, but I will show you how I'm going to style them. And yeah, so if you've enjoyed my video, please give me the thumbs up as always, like and subscribe. I will be back with more Halloween tutorials. I forgot to show you as well, I got this from B&M Bargains today. This is a little Christmas project that will be coming up, so that was only £4, and I don't know what's made out, maybe MDF or something like that, and it's like a grey washed wood colour. So I will be doing a tutorial on that and showing you what I'm going to be doing with it. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and till next time. This is how I decided to display the pumpkins for now, in my dining room. I know they don't really match the wallpaper. That wallpaper's going soon. They will be going into my lounge and I'll style them differently, but for now, just for display purposes for my video, I've kind of matched them up with a white tray which I had from the kitchen. I got some sprigs out the garden and I've sprayed those white. I also used my little Easter bunnies, the tea light holders, which I got from Home Bargains, and I sprayed those white. I felt like the display needed a little bit of height, so I used 2 candlesticks I got from Poundland, put one on top of another with a little bit of glue, and put some sort of braiding around the centre. And overall, I think it looks really pretty. I'm quite happy with it. And yeah, so that is the finished display. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any other ideas that I can improve on it. But thanks for watching.